I'm just telling you what I...
Initiation bird. Initiation bird. Or speak on what I know privately about Kemper, but I'll drag on Jim all day and night. Spooky.
I know a lot about Kemper. He's also SA'd a 14-year-old.
He says that's not him.
What the hell it ain't? Says he works at Applebee's. Goes right to his address. And then Ernie came back with the fat man with the bald head. And I said, living at the same address. And I said, what? Do they live together?
No MC would deal with him other than a toy. Give me a break. Spooky. If he got jumped in, I don't know. That doesn't.
Well, that's what he said about the other pitcher, that he got jumped in.
Right, NBA never called Mike or yellow. Becky Kimbler got up on Rap's panel and was talking shit she shouldn't have been talking about an MC. So,
Yeah, that symbol is on Jimbo's chat. That symbol was sent to me, and then I had to go find what the symbol meant.
So they have a satanic symbol?
Yeah. Yeah, Kemper does. About a 5-year-old. A 5-year-old.
I've heard that, but I saw no real evidence. He and I were good friends. We never spoke on that. He does have roommates, so there's that. Are their names Matthew Kemper too?
The roommates don't work at Applebee's and don't live in the same place as he did in Kentucky, Tennessee, and all those other places in Michigan. It all followed him, and it happened in Michigan. Look it up yourself.
Yeah, I don't know any MC that jumps, like Spooky's saying, that jumps you in like a gang does. That's right. Not. They don't jump you in like street gangs. It's different. Like right. You have to be a prospect, and you
for actually you have to do. Yeah, and to be a prospect, you have to have it on your thing, and you have to be a prospect for at least 2 years or 3 until you've done all the needs that need to be met, and then you become an.
Well, it depends. It depends on the group for one, and it doesn't necessarily have to be 2 or 3 years. It just depends on what you prove. You have to put the work in. That's all I'm going to say.
The big ones.
Yes, Ash, I agree. He should be tired of living this way. No idea. Like I said, I never spoke to him on that. I've seen no evidence of it. If I see it, I'll change my mind. Okay, Spooky, it's there, honey. You just have to look it up.
Yeah, if you look it up, you'll see.
In there, talk crap and got. Well, Bird, maybe. Hi, X Quick Scooper. How are you doing? XX, hello, XX. I don't believe any gang wants Ernie. He runs his mouth too much, in my opinion.
Right.
Dr. Navy Mom, he may run his mouth on here, but he may not be like that in real life. I don't know. Ask Spooky. She's related to him. I have no idea.
He runs his mouth.
Well, he did say that when you know things, these people don't like it. He did say that. They don't take very kindly to it when you know things.
Exactly. And you shouldn't run your mouth and even say that you were jumped in, and that may have been what happened.
Yeah, but like Spooky said, an MC does not jump you in like that. They don't.
No. And you can't even tell that. That's a secret as well. Like,
well, you can say, you can say that you're an MC or you're in an MC or whatever. but you cannot say who, where, when, what, and how, and why.
You go to I'm trying to think. Go do a background check on Matthew. I'm not going to dox it, but Matthew something Kemper, and he was from Michigan, and he is about 47 years old right now, and just go down through it, and you'll see his charges. It's right there, plain sight. Of course, he's not going to talk about it. Who would? Who's going to sit there with their friend and be like, "Yeah, man, I was taken in for, and put in prison for it." Not many people.
Amber Morris, I'm not saying he is, but that's what Betty said. He said when he showed that picture of himself.
Yeah, when he showed that picture of himself, he said he was jumped in. Because I asked him, and he said, I was jumped in.
Thank you, Iron. Spooky. Does Ernie run his mouth in real life? Does he do that?
Hello from Pakistan.
Hello, Imran. Well, Amber, I have no idea. If he doesn't have a motorcycle, then that wouldn't make any damn sense at all.
That's another thing that I thought about, Mama T, is that in order for you to even be in one of those groups, you have to have a bike. So why would you get jumped into a group and you don't have a bike? Because I asked Steven that. That's the first thing I went in and asked him, and I said, he just said that he got jumped into a motorcycle gang, and he goes, "What Harley does he drive?" And I said, "Not any." And he goes, "No, they don't take you unless you have one." I don't know. I'm just saying. I think he's a habitual liar, but that's my opinion only.
We're from the United States, Imran. You're right, Dr. Navy Mom. They wouldn't.
No, you gotta ride a bike. You gotta prove yourself in other aspects besides just being jumped in. You gotta ride a bike. That's part of the whole fucking deal.
No, what they're saying, Betty, what Dr. Navy Mom is saying is a gang, like a legitimate gang, one that would